If you're still dragging emails into folders, replying manually, and flagging messages one at a time, you're doing Outlook the hard way. In this video, I'm going to show you 5 quick steps that can automate all of that in a single click. So I've got Outlook open and this is my inbox. You can see I've got a few emails here. Before we jump in, what is a quick step? Well, it's up here. Look, on the home tab of the ribbon about halfway across. You've got a couple of presets here to manage a reply and delete, and there's a button here to create new. And a quick step is really just a one-click action that performs multiple steps at once. So you can think of it as a mini automation button right inside your inbox. So let's build some. The first one I'm going to do is very common. I've got this email open here from Alan. Most people read the email and then move it into a folder. In this particular case, I want to create a new quick step. So I'm going to go up here and click Create New. Up pops the dialog box and I have to give it a name. And I'm going to call this first one File to Projects and then click Choose an Action. So what I want to do with this is move it to a folder. So I'm going to go to Move to Folder, and then when the dialog box opens, I'll choose the Projects folder from here. And the great thing about quick steps is that you can actually assign a keyboard shortcut. They're all Shift, Control and a number. So this particular one I'm going to use 2. So I'm going to do Shift, Control and 2. And I'm going to put a little tooltip in here. And I'm going to call this 2 and then move. If I forget what the keyboard shortcut is, that will remind me. Click Finish. So there I've now got File to Projects. That's my new quick step. Now I can either click that or I can use my keyboard shortcut. So let's do that. Shift, Control and 2. And bingo, as soon as I've done that, if we go over to the projects folder, there you can see that email has now been moved into the folder. So the next thing we want to do is reply and archive. So this one here from Pete Ledger, I want to read this and then archive it. So I'm going to create another new quick step for that. So if we go to Create New, I'm going to call the quick step Reply and Archive. I'm going to open up the action dialog box and I'm going to move it to a folder. So I click Move to Folder and then I'll select the archive folder from there. And then I'm going to click Add an Action because I want the next thing to be to mark it as read. Okay, I'm going to choose a keyboard shortcut for this one. Choose Shift, Control and 5 and I'm going to put my tooltip as 5 Archive. Click Finish and then I can reply. I'll just put a standard reply in here. And then I can send that and then Shift, Control and 5. And that now moves. And if you have a look over to the archive folder, there it is. So the next thing I want to do is to forward to a team. And I'm going to do that with another quick step. So I've got this one here. It's a project update and I'd like to send this to the project team. So I'm going to create another quick step here. So click the drop down and choose Create New. I'm going to call it Send to Team. I'm going to open up the dialog box and I'm going to forward the message. I'm going to send it to my team, Project Horizon. Then I'm going to add an action. I'm going to add a category. And the category I want to choose here is going to be Projects. And my keyboard shortcut this time is going to be Shift, Control and 3. And the tooltip will be 3 and Team. I'll click Finish. And there is the Send to Team. So I'm going to click that now. And there's the email. And I'll just send that. Now sometimes you've got an email that you need to follow up on. So there's one here from Alex. She's actually sent me a spreadsheet that she wants me to look at, but I haven't got time to do that today. So I'm going to create another quick step. So Create New, and this time I want to call this one Follow Up Tomorrow. Choose an action for this, and the action is going to be to create a flag. So I'll click Flag Message, and I'm going to choose Follow Up Tomorrow from the drop down, and I'm also going to categorize this as projects, and I'm going to choose Shift, Control and 4, and my tooltip this time is going to be 4 and flag.
click finish, and I'm going to follow up tomorrow. Click that button. That now flags the message, as you can see, and it'll remind me tomorrow that I need to follow it up. And then finally, I've got this one here, and this is my favorite. I'm going to select this one. I'm going to create the last quick step here. So I'll just create new. I'm going to call this one done. So this is a single button that says I'm done with this email. So I want to mark it as read, move it to a folder, and add a category. Okay, so let's see if we can do that. I want the action to be moved to a folder, and I'm going to put it in the archive folder. I'll add another action, and that is to mark it complete. And I'll add a third action, which is to categorize the message. And the category is going to be the purple completed. And this is going to be Shift Control and 1. And this is the tooltip 1 and done. Click finish, and then Shift Control and 1. Watch what happens. Bingo. So that has now gone, and in just a couple of minutes I've been able to go through my inbox and wrap it up.
So I hope you found this helpful. If you did, please give it a thumbs up and consider subscribing to this channel. We have lots more Microsoft 365 tutorials on udemy.com, and you'll find a discount link in the description, especially for YouTube viewers. So I'll see you on the next tutorial.
Bye for now.